Greetings, Hallowmaniacs, and welcome to another adventure. This adventure is probably one of our most unusual ones. We are on our way home from Midland, and look where we ended up.
And this is a most unusual place, there's no doubt about it.
We are in Hell, Michigan to be exact, so we are going to show you what this unique oddity of a town actually has to offer. Let's get going. So one unique thing is when you come to Hell, there's actually a mayor for the day. So Salvatore J was the mayor for 9/27.
Wow. What a
Pretty
title
cool
to hold, huh?
I know. I don't know how they choose it or decide it, but that is an interesting fact. There's a mayor of the day.
No idea how you get on that list.
Maybe we'll find out. Looks like Hell also has its own community library. So this is interesting. I love these little book houses. They have some of these, throughout the neighborhoods, but you can kind of go in. Kids can definitely take books, adults too, and let's see what they got here. A little interesting, but definitely need some more books in Hell.
Beach house rules. Interesting.
So, Joe, this is a place I thought I would say I never want to be standing at, the gates of Hell.
But here we are.
Yes. So here you kind of go into, so we have been to Hell, Michigan once before during the pandemic. And, oddly enough, Joe and I don't live that far, probably a little over an hour. And we wanted to kind of come back during Halloween season 2. And it just so happened to work out when we were coming back from Midland and said, what, let's stop here. Let's see what they have and see maybe again what they have changed since the last time that we've been here, because it's been quite a while. Have Hell's Kitchen.
Think Gordon Ramsay's around here anywhere?
That's true. You can also have Welcome to the Devil's Den, the party store. So they do have some things if you're interested in coming in here. There's an ice cream parlor. I believe there's a bar or a saloon, I should say. There's actually an on-property church too. So if you are interested in getting married in Hell, Michigan.
They can make that possible, I guess, right?
That's right. Interesting little signs here. So if you want to do some recycling, you can put your aluminum, your plastics, as well as your trash right there. All right, so looks like we're coming up to that church. It's very small. It is not big at all, but we will check out inside of it. Also, look at this great photo op right here, Until Death Do Us Part. So you could come get married in Hell, and then you can have a fun little photo op as well right here. All right, so this was Hell's Chapel of Love, built in 2002 by a local craftsman. So it stands today as a reminder to all that even in Hell, love happens and can grow. After all, a marriage that starts in Hell has nowhere to go but up. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at that. That's too funny. And again, it is very small in here, but you can see that you would have enough for obviously bridegroom, few family members or friends. It is not a big chapel by any means, but definitely a unique spot to get married. And I thought Las Vegas was unique, but to also get married in Hell.
And to give a little bit of more backstory, so Hell was actually developed around a sawmill, a gristmill, a distillery, and a tavern. And actually all 4 were operated by the same person, George Reeves. He moved to the area basically in the 1830s from the Catskill Mountains in New York. He actually came here. He purchased a sawmill, on what is known as Hell Creek, formed back in 1841. He purchased about 1,000 acres of land surrounding the sawmill. He built that gristmill, and then basically the gristmill on Hell Creek was powered by water that was impounded by a small dam across the creek. So it's kind of interesting.
So you can actually go down these steps here get a little closer look of Hell Creek. And like Joe was mentioning, this was a town that was formed by a man named George Reeves in the 1830s. So it has a lot of history here. A lot of theories upon how exactly it got its name. I think there was about 3 different theories that we were reading. One of them being it was a thought to have 2 different German settlers that came in. They said something along the lines with hell, which was not translated to hell, but in German language, and that stuck, and the visitor said, you know what, that's what we're going to name the town. The other thing was it was actually involved with like Old Wives' Tale, where Mr. George Reeves would go on business. The woman would say, oh, he's gone to hell again. There's a lot of different theories, and we don't know the for sure one. A lot of it too was just the conditions of Hell, Michigan. It was very torturous weather for the settlers.
They said it was like hell living here.
It was like hell. Mosquitoes, snow, ice. I mean, it was just kind of funny to think that ice and snow would exist in hell, but
yeah,
it was just the treacherous conditions of living and traveling and just being in Hell, Michigan, that it potentially may have gotten its name. So there is no for sure how and why it did, but lots of theories. So another little interesting kind of oddity or unique spot to visit in Hell, right by the creek, is the Locks of Love. So right here, and then right beneath it, look at all these locks. Joe, should we have brought our...
Not sure if there's more locks or more love that was happening here.
I know. Should we have brought a lock, Joe?
Maybe.
We are coming up to Joe and I's 17th wedding anniversary. Boy, how time flies.
Yes, it does.
So definitely, so far what I'm seeing, it's a very unique spot. But there are also a lot of peaceful spots, and I wanted to highlight, look at, you can have a nice little picnic here and a great with the fall ambiance. The leaves are coming down to Michigan.
It's the best time of year in Michigan with the leaves, the changing of the leaf colors, the fall. This is a fantastic time of year.
So this is a unique spot going through, and I can see this up here. This is a scattering yard. So you are able to, if you want to, technically have your loved one left behind in Hell, Michigan. They have a scattering yard that you are actually able to leave their ashes behind.
I don't know how I'd feel about that, saying I'm going to drop my loved one off in hell.
I can imagine me have a good sense of humor. And
oh, they better have a good sense of humor.
Well, Joe, if you leave me here, I'm coming back to haunt you. Don't leave me in hell.
Understood. I won't.
But there's a lot of different, as we can see, there are a lot of different things that are here in Hell, Michigan. Here we also, if you are interested in playing a game of putt-putt, there is a whole putt-putt golf course right here that you can go ahead and enjoy a game of putt-putt.
Never played 18 holes in hell.
That's right. No.
The all-seeing eye.
Smile, Joe.
It's hot in hell.
It looks like it, but that's a pretty sweet looking owl on that board. Tons of different photo opportunities if you're coming here. Look at this one. Step right up. Don't lose your head. And I like this one with the witch. This is cool. Smile, you're in hell. So, yeah, lots of different things that you can do while you are here. If you do come here, there are some kind of fun little stops and shops that you can do. One being the ice cream shop right here, Screams in Hell. And they also have an official Halloween store. So not quite open yet, but they do have some good souvenirs that you can go ahead and pick up while you're here, as well as maybe a little ice cream treat. So, but here, look at this. I can tell they're getting ready for Halloween because look, the little jack-o'-lantern face up here. Now this is too funny. If you ever come into Michigan, it's always the roads suck. So I love this. The road to hell is paved with good intentions and lots of potholes.
Truth. Hashtag truth, right?
All right, friends. So hope you enjoyed this video and this kind of impromptu stop into Hill, Michigan.
Very impromptu, roadside curiosity sums this up perfectly, right? Lots of oddities, lots of off-the-wall type of stuff, and lots of puns and kind of that indiscreet humor, which is makes it a little bit interesting.
Fun little fact. So last time, Joe and I, we looked, and I mean, this really is a small little town. I think the population
72 people, I think it says, officially.
Yeah, so there's not many people here, but some things have definitely changed since the last time that we were here. So it was great to see. I think this is a perfect time to come visit, is around Halloween season.
And we wanted to make sure we kind of got it in here. It's pretty local to us. We thought it'd be a cool little stop, and we've got tons of other adventures for these 31 days of Halloween. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure you're setting your reminders to be notified once we release a new video, because there is plenty more to come for this October and Halloween season.
And as always, friends, remember to
stay spooky.
Trick or treat.